Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? What's going on? Okay, I'm trying to engage you guys in different ways today. So today I've put up a poll. We once tried this before. We did some Dota heroes. Today I'm dropping the poll for all of the countries that I've seen from my analytics have got us the highest player base from. You know, so pretty in a pretty imbalanced number. Our Russian audience is leading by a whole lot. About 19% of my total audience is from Russia. And after that, we've got Indonesia. After that, we've got um, Philippines. And then we've got Kazakhstan. But because I'm a Pakistani American originating from Pakistan, you know, I thought it'd be nice if I put my own country in the poll as well. And we'll do a starter poll like that, and then from there on, whichever country wins the first poll, we'll put it in a category with other countries as well. Let me just grab some water. I think a lot of my stream audience is from Philippines and Indonesia, little bit from India and Pakistan, but with a landslide of difference, the shorts and the reels are being watched much more in Russia. Like the views don't even compare. I think out of a total of 3 million plus views we've got so far on the channel cumulatively. I believe 20% of that would be about 600,000, I believe, came from Russia. Crazy. Actually, let me go through the analytics with you guys till we find the game because it's a very interesting scenario. We've got the first vote for Pakistan, so that's yay. I was actually about to put so for I'll tell you what and why. So I've opened up the geography of the audience, right? And it's 19% Russia, 7% Indonesia. That's the first difference. 6.5% Philippines, 4.8% Kazakhstan, 4.4% United States, 4.4% India, 4.2% United States, and then there's Ukraine, Germany, Malaysia, and Peru. So Pakistan wasn't even in all of this, but I think putting it in there sort of like signifies the fact that it hints to the fact that when I'm from there. I also wanted to put India in there for similar reason that often the live audience members are not from Kazakhstan, I think, but we'll rotate the countries depending on which one wins each one.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I've actually been working so hard that I forgot to eat since a few days. I'm gonna ask my cook when he wakes up. Um, शायद जागो तो बताना ज़रा नाश्ता चाहिए. I'd actually lost my appetite because of the size and weight of my ambitions and being crushed underneath them. But I did a lot of good soul searching between the last stream and this one. So I'm feeling mentally, at least, and spiritually and emotionally much more better and regulated. Physically, I'm wired.
It's in the bag. Prepare for battle.
Between the last stream and this one, I did a short workout at home. I did a 50 burpee challenge and I did about like 30 squats in the middle. So I did like 30 burpees, 10 squats, reached to 40 burpees, 10 squat, reached to 50 and 10 squats. I'll share the video with you guys soon as well because I'm gonna try to market myself as well or create and pivot into a fitness gamer and fitness slash gamer influencer, because it's my forte as well. I'm certified as fitness expert. I used to work in the field before I did this. I'm always preaching about it because it's great, right? Like you got a body, you're blessed with a
The battle begins.
with a physical being, and you should take care of it. Plus, we've been given and blessed with a body, and the condition that we live in kind of largely depends on how we take care of it. So to improve living wellness, it's important.
Already moving.
I'm gonna do a mat build. I'm gonna start with the diffusal right away. As I said, in reality, I love the vibes of Indonesia, but the closest to my heart is Pakistan. Well, I was born in the US, but I originate from Pakistan. When I was thinking of putting the fourth country in the list, I thought, should I put US though? But then I was like, same thing as you, like, it's like you originate from someplace, and it's like home. So I thought first I'll put this one.
A fine idea.
And then if after an hour or so it wins in the poll, we're going to put it to competition with a lot of other countries. And interestingly, last night we had, you said I love the vibes of Indonesia, but I was actually about to mention this just now, and I just realized you also mentioned Indonesia. So last night we had one of my friends is from Indonesia.
Swiftly now.
As we were playing together, I noticed that his name was something like, some giving hate to Indonesians. So I was like, bro, weren't you from Indonesia? What happened? So he's like, I also don't want to get political, but he's like, I don't like the people from there, and I don't like the president. So I didn't get in the depth of the politics. But sometimes some people are from some place and they feel like the country could do better and be better. So the poll begs for explanation when you guys choose a place. Yul says, yo, are you co-streaming on Twitch? I'm not. I'm not. Should I? Is that a thing? And when you say co-streaming, you mean like, am I up for it or am I already doing it? And you mean co-streaming like a collaboration, or you mean multi-streaming, which is like streaming two places at once?
To battle.
Bro, if I could upgrade my system, I'd definitely be multi-streaming everywhere on TikTok and TikTok as well, probably, if I could.
Swiftly now. Your bottom tower is under
Yeah, that's multi-streaming. And I think my PC is barely handling a single stream. When you do a multi-stream, you need a um, more, I guess, system requirements to have the add-ons to allow you to do that. Did you come across somebody who does it? Is that What made you think of it?
Tower is under attack. As you wish.
Also, Buell, did you vote in the poll? Did you see the poll? Put a vote in there. Even if your favorite country is not in there, out of the four, um,
Very well.
place a vote. He said the load on the setup is the same, just need better internet. A lot of people do it. My internet is never limiting. My internet is pretty decent. Plus, I've got like connected with an Ethernet. Um, do you know details to this?
This.
Because like I use OBS Studios app, and it already takes such a huge load on this thing. I tried doing like multi-stream on the same platform like YouTube once, trying to do a vertical and horizontal stream at the time because I felt vertical streams were getting a lot of cloud, but my PC couldn't handle that. I think, yeah, because it because the streaming software itself is like takes a lot out of you.
Onward.
And I think to multi-stream, I don't know what would I have to use. I'll have to figure this out if you feel like it doesn't take more.
So you say.
Oh, a pudge is here. A wild pudge is here. Look at him. He's running places.
On it.
Bro, these guys are hanging inside the tower like it's theirs. Oh shit. How's CM already level 6?
Yes. Yeah. So you say.
He said OBS is heavy. There's two OBS. There's OBS Studios, the one that is like you have to go to their website and all and set that up. And there is one that is like an app which is much lighter. Like I can definitely not run the other version, which actually has more features. If I could, I would prefer that. But it's also more complex. I think the app one is easier. And you said I think you can like search for better alternatives. I guess the multi-stream is just give you the program, two keys instead of one, and vertical streams are for more for phone. But people do watch streams on phone, right? I think mostly people are watching content on their phone. My phone keeps running out of charge very fast, otherwise I would be sometimes doing that too.
My power increases.
Also, we need to get dust for this guy. He's here. He knows he's here. Despite the diffuser, he got away.
Bring my blade.
But Pudge, you're not that lucky. You, sir, are not as lucky as Clinksy. They said TikTok lives and YouTube live have sometimes 12K viewers, and people from Pakistan are just playing carom board or stuff like. Yeah, like the weirdest stuff gets a lot of views as well, but I've never understood the science of that. However, I find that my audience is loyal, but of course, I like to grow numbers. Bro, there's like I saw some stream, just a lady. She was just talking, being a little bit, flirty and all, and just people are there giving so many super chats, and made me think. Well, content is content, and it is what it is. So I guess it's also about like what you're fine with doing sometimes. One I really liked, to be honest, that got a lot of clout was this one Chinese street food seller. So he set up a stall and he was just making things, and I think he had a camera like on his, forehead, the way it did record it. And I was in. I was just watching it for an hour till he packed his stuff up and he moved to a new location. Another one I got addicted to, I don't know why. Like, I don't even know about this. Like, I used to play Pokemon cards back in the day, but it was just this one Pokemon card store, and this guy would just open up. People would keep placing orders like crazy, and he would just keep opening up packs and like wrapping them up in like plastic covering and taking out the holographic card or whatever. And it just was, it just had an endless viewership. Where is CM? I don't understand what's happening here. Is everybody on their team just using invisibility?
Of course. So you say.
He dispelled my diffusal.
Yes.
Bro, this is pub. They're not playing like it's pub. They're playing like it's a TI qualifier.
Onward.
Also, to be honest, like playing carom board and stuff like Ludo, it could be very interesting for people to watch. But in a longer span of time, I think it will not hold up, right?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't be watching carom or Ludo for like a whole year, I think. But if I'm hooked for some time for some reason,
I fight.
a lot of the audience you have to understand also like in country like Pakistan is like
Swiftly now.
maybe also finding things they can relate to. I mean those is it OBS plus multi RTMP plugin. Search for these and the PC load does not increase. Okay, let me take a picture of this. So before next stream I'll check it out. I'm so old school that instead of taking a screenshot, I'm taking a picture of my own chat.
Very well.
Hello, millennial. If Clinks opens with an Orchid or a Bloodthorn, I'm dead. If he opens with a right click, I'm gonna take him out. But actually, I got jumped by LC. Did not expect that. Then I mean, the best real stream are the ADHD hooks. What's that? What does that mean? They're just playing stacking towers. What's that?
Your middle tower is under attack. Race, but I haven't lost a lot.
My boy thought he could dust. Bro, it's a Clinks game. We're prepared for this. Oh shit! Prepared for invisibility.
Your middle tower has fallen. I'm not ready. It's an honor.
They got the last word on that fight. Is stacking towers like a game or an app or what is it exactly? It's just like you have colored towers and you have to move the colored rings from one tower to the other. They're Chinese, Pakistani, and so many people streaming those and getting 10, 12,000 views. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out some voodoo scheme like that. Start stacking towers, if you will. But you know, like I have become a Dota niche dude, so the only way that would work is if I Um, I mean, for me, I think like I'm not trying to sound like I'm above all of that or something or above other creators, but do feel like I do have a certain, somewhat intellectually slightly higher potential than that. And maybe the only thing that's holding me back is the lack of experimentation of really, really believing with all my heart and diving in. So, like, it makes no sense that I've made no fitness content yet. You know, I mean, if you think about it, it's something that is timeless, right? And I used to make it when I was working as a personal trainer, and I was getting a lot of clients from that. One of my highest paid gig that I got, it was like 6 hours a week, 2 hours a day, 3 days a week, and I was making 100,000 Pakistani rupees for that, which like is a lot for Pakistan. And I got it just off Instagram. Somebody's this software house's HR scoped me out, and she sent me a message through there. And next thing I know, I have my first contract-based job. I was the only trainer in their gym. No work politics or hassle. King of the ring, and just you know did that. But I don't know why I stopped doing that. I saw more potential at that time in Dota and esports as a thing, and maybe I couldn't integrate the whole thing properly. Maybe I fell out of the bodybuilding routine and I got bored out of that. But now that I've got jiu-jitsu, it's way easier for me to stay fit myself. And the fitness that I have now is like way more what I wanted to preach. Like I could have a slash. Like it's way more relevant to life. My bodily systems are way more conditioned now because of this. So I think now I could run. And you said I think you can play games like Play the Spire, like single player games. You would not be not bad. And since your conversation is hooking, thank you for that, bro. And I do want to, but I think again it requires a better system. My system right now, my limiting factor is my GPU. I've got 16 GB RAM. I've got a 500 GB hard disk. I have got i7 processor, but my GPU is Intel UHD 420, and it barely runs Dota, as you can see on the uh, from the FPS what I'm catching with the streaming software. If I turn my streaming software off, I without a problem. Our FPS is 59 to 60, doesn't fluctuate at all from there. But with the streaming software, it's like 2025 right now. I don't know how to work on that. And he said your office person clips are also good with the tie and formal wear on. Yeah, they were really like taking off. I'll do more of those too.
Yes.
And I'm definitely like in between the Dota streams. I could definitely do like those single player games, especially the ones that are trending. Once I have a better system, but it's like trying to figure out how to put together the funds for that. That is the challenge life has thrown at me to further. Is that just my net? To further invest in that, and also simultaneously figure out as the man of the house, as the husband, how to provide a living as well as figure out running expenses and pay the bills. So I have it's not just that I have to put together the money for a better system and then it's good. I have to do all of that plus put money together for the system. And right now, I guess is the turning point to when we go all in and try to do that. So you said you can play old games like Bioshock, Portal, and stuff. That's how people like start with a niche uh, case. You said. Hmm. We'll definitely look into that. But I'm just talking about the idle situation. Also, if you know games like that you think would be interesting to watch like that, let me know. I'll give them a shot. Oh, the streamer Casio, for example. So what he did? Why is the CM so strong? What is this sorcery? Woker left me with no mana. Finally, the carry that my team deserved is here. Meet Juggernaut 2.0.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So tell me a little bit about Casio's journey.
Onward. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. My blade.
This is a genuinely good dude who plays random Roblox games. Roblox was also difficult for me to run, I think, or maybe somebody once introduced me to Roblox. I started it, but then we were just so confused about how to do what with it. Like they couldn't really get me hooked onto it.
Agreed.
Made me realize that kind of a blessing that I got into Dota. Sometimes I guess simple games can be boring long term as well, which is why like I'd much rather prefer. I know it's more wishful and ideal, but kind of wish that I could play the newer games, single player RPGs maybe, because they have a story of their own, and it's easier to react to that when you're genuinely like interested in the stories yourself too. And a lot of people are trying to also explore it with you. But I'm definitely taking inspiration from everything you're saying and considering it at the same time and trying to figure out how I can make what of that possible.
My blade.
Also, you think that the audience on this channel will be accepting of it? Because I started playing Among Us for a bit. Among Us worked, and then everybody was like, "Wait, Among Us is just done. It's gone." And
I go.
also, sometimes interestingly, we would get people who were just so addicted and hooked to Among Us, but they would cheat, and those games had those
On it.
cheating lobbies, and they just took the fun out because those people would just keep killing me inside the game and just laughing at it because they had a great time. But I was like, why not play properly? Like, what's the fun in that? What have I done? I should get an MKB first. But I genuinely really enjoyed playing Among Us. But like I said, if I told the people in the game I was streaming, then it just took the fun out of the game. But Among Us was great. I recently took it out of my PC trying to see if I could free space and have fun, but talking about it now makes me more interested. But you're actually right, though. I mean, between Dota games, we could always switch up flavors, and I need to find a way to make it possible because I, as a gamer streamer, would also really enjoy. Um, because like when I played Among Us, I had a whole different personality, and I really enjoyed it. Like I was the way you would make stories up, manipulate people, sometimes lie, and or sometimes frame people. Like it was really a whole different angle. Some of my Dota friends who in, played Dota with me and got through with me because of that started enjoying the Among Us side
As you wish.
more than they enjoyed me seeing me play Dota. Bro, do you think you have a chance, brother? They're all dead. Comeback moment.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Did you see the dust? The way I did it, I anticipated there's only one way that instead of Clink's initiating, we could initiate on him and win a fight. If he started with the Bloodthorn, we were dead. All of us were going to be dead. I didn't know the Woker was there. What's up, Yuki? Yuki, the golden VIP access member to this channel, one with the orange star. He's finally collected all the Dragon Balls. Has been the longest running member of this channel, probably cumulatively more than 2 years. At a stretch right now, I think she's touching 7 months, is it? Or it was a while back. This is, I mean, for Cassia, the simple games work because they're single player horror mods and stuff for rage bait games like Climb the Everest and stuff.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Wonder if I would be able to do it. I would be so into an RPG, grab like a large pizza or something and finish a game in 1 day or 2 days, or like a good looking, good story RPG. Like back in the day, we used to have Secret and Final Fantasy or Baldur's Gate. Yuki has actually been a member for 18 months. Holy shit, she is definitely a queen. Shout out to my friend Yuki Suzushi. You said we played BG2. What's that?
As you wish.
BG3. Is that Battlegrounds?
Yes.
Your VIP treatment, what would you like? Should I get you chocolate covered strawberries?
Radiant.
I don't know why the next thing I thought was about from chocolate covered strawberries. I was like, or would you like a chocolate covered dog? I don't know why my mind went to that. Bro, since Jujutsu, I get like pimples in the weirdest places. Shout out to Kunlem for getting MVP award. Like my immunity has gone way high, and I don't know, like maybe all the trapped testosterone is now finally moving into the system. Shout out to Al, Danny, and Shelby. Shut the hell up for getting MVP award. And I'm getting acne like I just hit puberty or something. Like I got like a pimple right above my neck somewhere here. They keep coming and going though. They don't stay for long, but
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining.
so boys, what is BG3? It was good to win, yes. Like most of the game, I was very distracted and I was chit chatting. Like I'm really into it right now. Oh, we got a different vote. Interesting. Let me see how I can open up the poll again because I feel like my poll got stuck a little bit. So Pakistan 75% so far, and one vote for Russia, which is crazy because that means there were four votes for Pakistan and one for Russia, but there's another vote for Russia now. So it's 60-40% now. Let's go. Russian audience is in the house, boys. And he said, only last game you're not distracted. Oh, I was so distracted. I bought my first item, second item, or my main damage item, like after I got 3,000 gold.
Prepare for battle.
Road to oblivion. It's in
For Mother Russia. What was the song? Ra ra Rasputin, da 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 da. Na 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 na.
path foreseen.
That song is so mainstream now, right? And I think that guy who plays the character of Loki made it even more famous when he danced on it.
I'm under attack.
I think he plays Loki.
Feel my mace.
Loki.
Battle begins.
Time catches on. Foreseen is forearmed. Dark portents ahead. Face forward. It shall be. My path unspools.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Dark portents ahead. Inexorable. Time flows.
Bro came guns blazing. The way you said for Russia, I don't know why it sounded like for the mothership.
Is a river with many eddies.
Somebody told me that apparently some global, oh, it's a safe to leave game, some global federation of some scientists have cumulatively decided now that, or was it you, Dual Poke, that uh, we will not be sending messages back to unidentified entities, and apparently there is some place we are getting messages from. for Mother Earth, for the mothership, for the mother load. Also, how come you felt I was not distracted in the last game? That is so crazy. It's like when I give you guys attention, you feel like I don't give you attention. When I don't give you guys attention, well, that's when I definitely don't give attention. So, but then you think I did, but did I? Earlier, Dudepoke said that my conversation is hooking, but it is so crazy because there are times when I come in and I'm like, oh, I'll just play the game because people will watch the gameplay and maybe I'll stay quiet today because I don't feel as chatty. Turns out apparently the conversation is hooking. But then again, when I started the channel, my whole thing was that I want to do a talk show and stream, hook people actually with conversation because that's generally how I, you know, connect. Yuki says, I'll continue work now, have fun. All right, girl, see you next time. Best of luck with work. And see, it's like we got the talk show hooking people, but Dota was like a medium, like, all right, this is how we meet. This is what we meet over.
Your
Then
turn.
you stay for the chat as well.
5 seconds remaining.
But I wonder if we could switch. See, now that's the thing with the fitness content. The fitness content will not have chat, right? It's like because you're working out or you're showing some workout stuff, then how do you make that interesting? But there are people who do it. My favorite fitness content creator is definitely Jesse James West. He does amazing stuff. Amazing, amazing stuff. Despite the 60-40 boys, Russia, Pakistan is still winning the poll for audience's favorite. And like I said, what's crazy is that Pakistan entered the poll um, unplanned. It was originally going to be a different country for the fourth spot. And it seems like Pakistan has not just entered unplanned, but it is also going to be the um, country that moves on to the next poll with the next set of countries soon if it stays like this.
They seem to buy.
Prepare for battle.
Wait, one of the guys is already disconnected. The game's not even begun, bro.
Seconds to battle.
Yes.
The battle begins.
Ooh, Russia at 50% now.
So much meat, so little time.
Russia at 57% now. Oh, Russia's going up.
Hi, hi.
Also, boys, make sure to hit the like button on the stream as well. Help a streamer get to 1 million. Bro, 1 million subs and I will learn Russian right away. Right away, I'll learn Russian. Get us to get this channel up to 1 million subs, and I will not take a breath till I learn Russian. 62% on Russia. Things are heating up.
Missing middle.
I'm just collecting flesh heap and dying. But my carry is farming up, so that's great. Getting the kills. He's the one, he's staying solo in the lane, just mooching off all the XP, so that's good. Axe ran back like he heard a gunshot.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Coming through.
Your top tower is under attack.
I'm under attack.
Your top tower is under attack.
Fresh chop.
The enemy's bottom tower is Let's go.
full-on war at the mid lane.
Your top tower is under attack.
Russia at 67%. All right, all right.
Use your burn. Hi, hi. Good idea. I win.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen.
Coming, friend. You're out for it.
This should make my life easier.
Got this axe. That axe.
I need to really hit the restroom. Amar says people in Russia will soon wake up, but I got up earlier. No wonder.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah. Right to it. Killing spree.
Why is that ogre so fat? Look at him.
Chin chopper, chin chopper. You got it.
Bro, that's a big guy. That ogre is a big, big dude. Lotus. And Shiva's. We'll set him straight soon. तुझसे ये चाहा तुम्हें
Your middle tower is under attack.
Come here, buddy. It's you and me now. Oops. 70% for Russia. Russia going up. Russian stocks hitting all-time high. Ooh. Amana Misa has got Rampage.
Your middle tower has fallen.
I guess he's carrying the Death Note.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle barracks has fallen. Your middle barracks has fallen.
Heading out.
Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
Under attack. I'll do the same.
Give me just a minute.
Roshan has fallen to the dust. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
Baby, you can't kick me down.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen. Your top barracks are under attack. Your top barracks has fallen. Your top barracks has fallen.
Chomp, chomp. Right to it.
Your middle tower has fallen. Your middle tower has fallen. Your ancient is under attack. Dire victory.
Defeat me.
Shout out to Amani Nisa for getting MVP award. Shout out to Debian Boom and Seep for getting honorable mentions. We got 70-30 between Pakistan and Russia right now, but I've heard that Russians are just waking up. And from what I know about Philippines and Indonesia, I believe that those two places people are just about to wake up to. You guys heard the Last of the Mohican theme song? There's like a metal version of that song. So good. A bodybuilder's issue. Sometimes my left shoulder gives me trouble. Well, in all fairness, I had it before the bodybuilding era as well.
Your turn to ban. 5 seconds remaining.
This time, let me play the Slark.
remaining.
Bro, how are the matches going on still?
Oh, this one's in the
Prepare for
bag.
battle.
Hook, line, and sinker.
This one is in the bag.
30 seconds to battle.
Right. Yeah. All part of the plan. That's right.
The battle begins.
This way. More like it. Nice one. Go on. Right. Don't get caught. Come on.
Oh, Russia gone down 64%. One more vote for Pakistan?
It is nice. You sure? It's a beat down. I like it. I'm under attack. Yeah, fishy, fishy. Good.
What's up, Royal? Welcome to the fam.
This
What is test? Testosterone?
You sure?
Is it because of the look?
Hello, Pudge. That's a fish hook.
Oh.
Grief of madness. Nice one. Come
Oh, I'm catching his ignite.
Right through here. Now that's payback. Go on. I see.
I didn't know Pudge was level 6.
I don't mind if I do.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, I don't play ranked, I only play turbo.
Right. That's right. Now you're talking.
Easy dispel. Another easy dispel. And finally, now I need to get away from this guy. Slider is a decent counter to me because his ult does not allow. Well, I can dispel it if I have mana, but if not, then kind of stops me from healing.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Right.
What about you, Royal? What's your rank like?
Over here. More like it. Don't get caught. Right. Right. I'll be out of this mess in no
The
time.
enemy's top tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
I'll take that. Over here.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Your middle tower is under attack.
Oh.
No circling me.
I should have healed more before I went back.
Nice one.
Your middle tower is under attack.
So far on the poll, Pakistan 27%, Philippines has entered the chat at 9% and 64% for Russia. Nice. I'm gonna let the poll go for one more hour.
That's right.
Freeholds with which to waste them.
Don't get caught. Okay. Yeah. Nice one.
Your middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle has fallen. Dire structures are fortified.
Good. Get caught. Right through here.
Hello.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
शायद 2 दो टोस्ट बना देना.
It's never dark enough. You sure? Right. Over here. Yeah. Right.
The enemy's top tower has fallen. Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack. Your bottom tower has fallen.
All part of the plan.
turn to ban.
It's in the bag.
Prepare for battle.
Aye, aye.
30 seconds to battle.
It's in the bag.
Right.
'The battle begins.
Look at all that meat, just waiting to be caught. Good idea. through. That's a bit of all nice. Good idea.
Indonesia has entered the chat. 8% Indonesia, 8% Philippines, 25 Pakistan, and 58% Russia. Still leading.
Coming through.
Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack.
You said your profile says you used to organize a league. What was that about? Yeah, the Super Dota League was basically like a TI version of for this fam. So we used to have everybody who was subscribed be eligible for a free tournament.
The last of me buttons. Oh, yes.
Then when I lost consistency during the year that I was fully working as a trainer, the kind of momentum that we needed for that and the kind of participation sort of fell through a little bit. But I'm hoping now that things have got more consistent and everything is going good that we can host the new tournament soon. Easy, what's up, bro? Winner goes on a date with horse these days. Well, Winner only got bragging rights back then, and I was hoping that eventually I'll find a sponsor for the tournament if it becomes big, you know, and then go on like that. But I guess I wasn't, uh, you know, I just, I feel like small obstacles made me just give up on projects at that time. So I didn't know how to handle when people were being toxic to each other, how to keep the tournament discipline but also fun, and many things like that that I understand now. Maybe we can do a better tournament, and maybe this time around we can do the tournament in turbo mode, and that would be exciting. With the personal trainer life, well, by itself, it wasn't fulfilling, and like somewhere like I just kept feeling like if I don't take a shot at my dream to be an entertainer now, like I'll never get to take it later on. And that the road as a personal trainer, at least in the country of Pakistan, I felt like um, there were a lot of things on the side of the job that I wasn't able to handle at that time. For example, my social skills, people skills, or my ability to deal with the co-workers and work politics and all of that. I feel like I just never really thought of that all as part of the job, and it eventually caught on to me because I was I got a lot of good clients very soon,
Your middle tower has
and I became one of the trainers. I became the trainer who was making the most money, and of course, the people who were there for 20, 30 years who didn't have the kind of certifications I did or the communication skills I did, or the US Pakistani tag and whatnot, they
your middle tower
had it out for me, and I couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle being at the top. I couldn't handle having people have it out for me, hate me, and just didn't know how to deal with all of that. I wasn't cut out for it at that time. And that, I guess, reflected in the rest of my life as well. So the money was good, but I wasn't able to handle the stress that came with the job, I guess. But there was a lot of work that I did since then on myself, which makes me feel like, you know, I'd be much better in a position like that as well. But I also, at the same time, wanted something that was mine. I didn't just want to work for somebody else forever at the same time.
Good idea.
But I mean, I think most importantly, it's that when I saw problems at that time, instead of trying having the capacity to solve problems, I just kept quitting things. I think, and I think that's something that jujitsu has changed in me now. When you're getting out of positions where people are trying to choke you, strangle you, and break your limbs every day, I believe it develops a mindset where you become a problem solver in real time under stress pretty well and feel more confident about yourself as well. I feel safer around myself, man, since I started jiu-jitsu. Like, it never happened when I was doing bodybuilding and working out. I always felt like I was empty inside, if it makes sense.
barracks has fallen. Your middle barracks
because the kind of personality I have, I trigger people in two ways. They either want to compete with me, or they either want to like just um, they either feel threatened by me, or they either want to challenge me and compete with me. I bring that out of people, but I didn't have what it took to live up to that in a way uh, that synced with that reaction at that time. Now I do. Now when I meet people at the jiu-jitsu school, sometimes new people come in with their egos and whatnot, and I've learned to be like I didn't even realize when I became okay with it, but I just in the journey and of that discipline, it just happened. Like small things don't irritate me now. Um, I don't know. I don't fear people anymore, even when things get a little difficult. I used to bottle stuff in all the time. Maybe I don't know. I was hesitant to face people head on and say what's needed to be said because maybe I tried to avoid conflict, or I didn't know the ways to stay calm and confident and deal with difficult situations head on. So that all has changed to a whole lot, by a whole lot now after jiu-jitsu, because I came across people with the same scenarios before, but this time I don't know, when you're training, when you're having a post train, when you're just rolled with somebody and your mind is clear, anxieties have gone down, you can talk to people better. I don't know, just like like stress and anxiety leaves the chat at jiu-jitsu, and then over time it kind of builds up something.
The enemy's middle barracks has fallen.
My posture improved. I used to have a lot of acidity problems. I used to get like stomach issues, they just disappeared. I used to get breathing issues, they disappeared. I cut fat, weight, lost depression. I'm much more proactive with the problems that I have now. I go and look for solutions rather than just sitting with them, even for a minute. But previously, when I would try to aim for like good jobs, and even though I would get lucky getting good ones, I wasn't cut out for them because of the whole dynamic of what that opportunity presents. I was like I was like at the top of the leaderboard with a peasant's mindset. While I was secretly kind of irritated by people who had what I didn't, but also were at the top, in the sense that I was like they don't have kind the skill competency, that specific skill that's required for that job as good as I do, not even close. But they had the rest of the thing done really well, whether it's communication, comfortable with yourself, confidence, or all of that. So I was like, how is that? So I could see through their, well, if you think about it, I just had an epiphany, a little bit small epiphany, which is that if I could see through their incompetency of skill, specific skill, like let's say the ability to create results as a trainer, then isn't it that they probably were also able to see my incompetency on the social exchange, right? And that's how I got caught. That's how they got me. When I wasn't able to handle the stress of the scenarios they were presenting to me to take me out. Very interesting insight. Never thought about it that way. Now that I make a comparison. Shout out to Anton, Geno Solongo for getting MVP award. Shout out to Mamat and Secrets for getting honorable mention. Right? Like, if I know a certain skill and somebody's pretending very fast it takes me very small amount of time to quickly figure out that this person is putting a facade or faking it. I guess they knew that I was then at the same time uh, a good talent, but they also knew that the job required much more than having the talent and the skill. Although some people did try to push me a little bit into being okay with it, but I didn't have the chops for it at that time. Especially, I did not have the chops to cope with the stress and deal with being in a position where everybody had it out for me. Like I don't know why I was. I mean, I do know why. I feel like I lacked this inner confidence that now the combat competency or combat sport has given me that I did not have it at that time. But then also some of it is not just psychological. Some of it was literally incompetency in case of combat as well. Because the first day, as a big dude, all jacked up, I went to jujitsu and I got my butt whooped and ass handed to me, and it happened for a couple of months. So I did also realize that it wasn't all that wrong for me to be avoiding conflict situations because had push come to shove and you feel that there's this, we always talk about this, that the I see red people, and oh, I get angry and I see red. All of that is bullshit, because when you tap somebody out one time, no matter how new they are, a lot of times they come back with like their maximum thing, whatever they've got, they'll put all of that in. But now that I've been there for a while, now I'm in that position as well, where if somebody's coming back like twice as hard, uh, I'll put them down twice as hard, and then they'll calm down. And you keep building up from that. But I think it's something you should have in life. It's something that I should have discovered or been exposed to. Like I would try to want that people are exposed to something like that so that they could build up. And then that makes regular life stress very easy because it's explosive. It's you you got all of your being, your body and your mind has to respond in the right amount of time. You have to think the right solutions and act on it quickly. So that's what real life problems require, right? That you have to be calm, patient, problem solving oriented, but also be able to cope with the stress. So I don't know, I had lost that ability when I was younger. In my teenagers, I was really confident like that. Then things happened in life and they stripped me away for all that I called my strength. Like from being told by one of the people I thought was somebody that I was inspired by with how bold they were, told me that I'm the strongest person that they know because I probably was making moves like that at that time, became the person that somebody I wanted, I cared for their respect, said that they find me all talk. So from there on, I felt like there was change needed. And I feel like once again now we are at a turning point in our life with something like that. Abdul Hassan, welcome to the fam, says Dual Poke seems like a genuine guy. Shout out to Dual Poke for being a genuine guy. Hey, this is great. This is like the the audience has got audience now. Everybody is thriving here. Oh, Emmy says I follow you already. Thank you, Emmy. Meanwhile, Chad, I think it's time to end the first poll between Russia, Indonesia, Philippines, and Pakistan. So far, according to our audience, at number 4, we've got Indonesia at 7%, fan favorite country. We got Philippines at 14%. And I know that a lot of these countries people are still waking up. So maybe we'll hold another one another time, see and compare. Um, Philippines at 14%, Pakistan at 21%, and Russia at 57%. The only outlier, according to my viewership analytics and this poll, is Pakistan, because Pakistan does not even come as per um, the top 10 countries in terms of viewership, and maybe not even 2% of my total viewership at the moment. Uh, but however, Russia is at 19%, makes sense. Philippines and Indonesia, Russia, Indonesia, and Philippines are top three. So Indonesia and Pakistan, actually, that's the upset we have seen in the polls, but that's great. The poll's gonna end here. We got 14 votes. That's pretty crazy. You guys never let me get 14 likes these days, but the polls got 14 votes. Shout out to the fam for that. Seems like I'm gonna have to engage you guys differently. Abdullah says, shout out to Dualpoke. His advice is legit, and especially Twitch. All right, I'll definitely be checking that out, checking the softwares that he has recommended, and trying to see um, if the advice is legit in execution as well for me. Meanwhile, before next round chat, you're gonna take 2 to 5 minutes, move around a little bit, walk around. By the way, Abdullah Hassan, I don't know, your name seems familiar and unfamiliar at the same time. Are you a new subscriber or are you an older subscriber but just came back after a while? Since we are a comparatively smaller community right now, I usually am able to recognize most people, but sometimes it's that hint of familiarity. I'm getting that though. Oh, and you said especially Twitch. Was the advice about Twitch to multi-stream on Twitch? Was that it? So we'll start a super chat goal. That's one thing that needs to be on there. Abdullah says, older, you told me to shut the hell up when I asked why turbo and not ranked. I must have been in a mood. It happens, brother. But the fact that you came back, I guess you understood that that wasn't the totality of the vibe. Also, I wonder why. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that it was me. I'm pretty sure the data is on the live. But um, when you say why turbo, the most important reason is that as a streamer, I think meeting more people in the same amount of time is like a plus point. For example, in a, let's say, 40 to 60, see, you get the joke. But in 40 to 60 minutes of time, you can play like 3 turbo games as compared to one ranked. Meet like a total pool of 30 people are playing 3 turbo games as compared to 10 in a ranked round. If I was way younger and I had way more time on my hand and I wanted to invest it to maybe be an esports professional, I would have maybe opted for rank to keep a gauge of my progress. If somebody is doing that, it works for them. But I'd rather entertain you guys in different ways and keep things fresh. Having different players in each game and switching them switches the personalities of the people in the game, switching the flavor of the game brings about different variation of interactions and exposes me and you guys to different kind of you know people in the world. Often we communicate with them, we talk about where they're from, how their life is like, interesting facts and things about their worlds, and I feel like that enriches us in a way. I feel like that's a big part of the stream, right? And I want to make this as flavorful as it can be. On the other hand, I'm a big believer of a crossover of gaming and fitness, and I feel like a ranked game over time accumulates to like a lot more focused sitting time. A game can even go up to 80 to 100 minutes. What's up, Constrip? Well, it's the weekend, so we're putting in a double grind. I was here last night too, but we're here back for a double. And Turbo kind of allows you to move in the middle. No, it's not stressful at all. It has literally zero stress for me. I don't care about the stress that comes to the rank game. It's more about all the things that I'm talking about. So you don't get it. Maybe that's why I told you what I told you last time. That's a callback. So no, it's not stressful at all. It's just that MMR means nothing to me. In addition to all the things that I've said, I started playing Dota 1 back in 2005 or 6, and I have spent thousands of hours in the game up till 2011. The game used to be super fun because of bragging rights. You had the enemy team, the ops, sit in front of you on the other side of the desks, and we were just happy enough to stand up at the end of the game from our seats and just make faces at them and yell words and stuff. So for me, like MMR is not a necessary motivation to enjoy the game of Dota. Just the fact of uh, having a fun game and maybe bragging rights and then saying that, oh look, we won against you, kind of thing. It's crazy enough. It's good enough. Or meeting people, like I said, is meaningful. Entertaining you guys is meaningful. And if it was not Dota, maybe some other medium, we would be doing the same. It's just the most important thing is the variety of people. I want to expose the channel and the entertainment and to the most amount of people as I can in and out of the game. And also, turbos don't have dead time. Ranked games a lot of times turn into just farmville situations. There's a lot of dead time in the middle of climax fights and all. Um, Also, the variety of builds and all is really fun in Turbo because you get six slotted and then you figure out, all right, what else can you do? Oftentimes, you don't even get to 5 or 6 slots in rank, but even if you do, it never is about real meta. It's never really about the most efficient, right, thing. It is always about just being full. A lot of people play a lot more variety of heroes in Turbo. Again, brings more variation. It's all like if something gets repetitive, and 60 minutes of the same 10 people on the stream, it kind of bores me as a creator as well, especially if the lobby is dead. If that certain game has just 10 people who are not having a good time. So in Turbo, at least if they're not having a good time, I'm like, all right, I'll carry the fun for a bit and then the game ends soon. And so let's say that you got jokes, maybe pursue comedy. Man, I would like to, but I don't know, maybe I'll explore it sometime, but I mean, there's only enough professions that I can switch between. There's only enough things a man can do for experimentation. If something starts paying really well really soon, I love to try out different things. I Show Speed had a really good series about this recently, right? Where he paired up with Dick Sporting Goods, and then he tried out like all these different competitive sports. Those episodes are kind of fun. I would like to do something like that for entertainment. There is an Indian entertainer, Indian stand-up comedian. His name is um, I think it starts with a K. His name starts with a K. His name is do you watch Indian stand-up comedy? Do you know who it could be? He's actually one of the from the earlier batches. Let me see his name. Indian stand-up comics. I'll tell you in a second. Kanan Gill. His name is Kanan Gill. So uh, he's one of the earlier Indian stand-up comics. Uh, Probably the one of the best ones who does English language stand-up comedy coming out from India. Karan Jonas. Karan Gill. So he's got like a bunch of Amazon Prime specials that I don't think he's on Netflix. Maybe he's on Netflix too. But he's got like at least 3 to 5 specials out on these platforms. Aside from the social media, you know, stuff that he did and whatnot. So he did one of those series with entertainment where he would learn one entertainment skill and perform it in front of a live audience of that skill the same day. Just like Aisha Speed did with sports, he did it with entertainment. So like one day he would learn dancing, one day he would learn how to rap from like a rapper, and then perform in front of a live audience and go for a rap battle and stuff like that. So in that kind of a format, if ever presented, I would love to explore. But because they're already successful in what they're doing, it makes sense for them. I need to lock down and razor focus into something that in no time now becomes something that I can monetize well. My urgent, urgent concern is to build working and living expense that needs to be a little bit more than a certain standard. And Constrip, just give me 2 minutes, brother. We will play, but just give me 2 to 5 minutes. I'll be back. Actually, detour. I've got my breakfast. I didn't know it was already here. I'm gonna have breakfast first because I'm so driven these days that I'm also driving myself crazy these days, and I'm completely not eating. Since I've been awake, I've done 2 streams, and all I've eaten is 6 bananas. Quite. Meanwhile, chat, Khwaja Sonu is conscript aka Lord Jason. Me and him are about to play. If anybody else wants to join, let me know. Thank you very much, my friend, for the 3 likes from 3 of your different accounts. I'm gonna call it discrimination if Abdullah Hassan also does not say that Khwaja Sonu is legit awesome. Calling the HR department for discrimination. He says Khwaja Sonu is legit. I'm gonna make Abdullah Hassan my Khwaja Jonas. No, he said Khwaja Sony is legit. Not even Sonu. Abdullah Hassan should be my HR guy. Someone comes in with a complaint, he just mispronounces his name 50 different ways and they go back more harassed than before. Meanwhile, bro says, I wish I was Sony. Well, that's exactly why Abdullah Hassan had said it. Autocorrect knows what your heart wants, bro. Autocorrect just trying to fulfill conscript's dreams. It's like that scene from the movie where autocorrect was like that guy who was reading out of that empty diary on behalf of Abdullah Hassan. Bro, if you haven't had food for a day or two, fried eggs and toast tastes wild. Two fried eggs, sunny side up, or some people call them half fried. Some people just say sunny side up with a bit of red chili pepper sprinkled on top of it while it was being cooked, along with two nicely toasted pieces of bread. And if it's my first meal of the day, add a double espresso shot to it. My body loves that breakfast. My body and my emotions love that breakfast. Abdullah says I call it omelette. Now omelette is what a lot of people sometimes do call full fried egg. I and omelette is mixed, right? Like you pour the egg and you just let the whole thing cook. Fried egg, the one that I'm calling fried, I'm talking about a half fried egg or sunny side up. So in this one, the yolk is still, in the middle, puffed up. No, I thought I mistakenly did say full fried egg. That's why he said. Of course, I did acknowledge his joke as well. If you if you heard me say omelette, I did say the omelette a little bit, but also I tried to acknowledge that I might have um, said full fried egg instead of a half fried. But yes, that is my favorite breakfast. And to break my unneeded fast that I don't know why I kept, it was nice meal. Since last night, I'm supposed to be a fitness guy preaching good diet, but since last night I had two bananas and a double espresso shot, followed by a couple hours later two bananas and an americano, followed by two bananas and another double espresso shot. And the only mistake I found in that drill was the americano. I have become so used to espressos that americanos now feel just like um, ill-tasting water, and I almost had to spit. Actually, I did spit. I mean, involuntarily spat out the last two sips of the americano. I don't know what was going on there. Stuff happens. All right, boys. Everybody who's trying to join, get together. Your friend IDs. Have Khwaja Jonas invite you guys. Also, Abdullah Hassan says I got jokes, but bro, you're funnier than I am. You got better jokes. All right, Bugpog is in. Conscript, I hope that you've invited him already. Is that you? Vitae Desperation? You playing a ranked game to finish, or an unranked game? And how long till your game finishes? Should we go for a turbo and join us in the next if you're playing a ranked and it's longer, or do you want us to wait for your game because it's closer to ending? Also, I love how well you guys are getting each other. You're hitting ancient. Nice. All right, so we'll go for a turbo, and you join us in the next round. Because your rank game probably gonna take the same amount of time, I'm gonna guess. Abdullah says vitally desperate. Abdullah's like now that I've created my report, it's time to throw the jokes. Do you follow stand-up comedy, by the way? On a real note, your style of comedy reminds me of uh, Jimmy Carr. Abdullah says he's hitting ancient means 2 minutes. Nah, I don't get any explicit jokes. I'm a nice boy. I'm a good boy. I make good jokes. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. We should do a turbo. By the time we're done, you'll be done. Or maybe sometimes in turbo, people just fall through as well. That's also a thing that happens. Either way, I think we'll be ready when you're ready. Remember, I told you guys I'm hitting a turning point in my life. This turning point, I'm a good boy now. Good man, who's also a good boy. I think for sure, one of the very apparent changes in after this turning point in my life is, and a decision is going to be to create more positive content as far as the content creation is concerned. Oh yeah, so I was saying your style of humor maybe reminds me a little bit of Jimmy Carr. He's famously known for his one-liners. One of the hardest working, I think, actually the one of like considered the hardest working comedian out there because he takes a lot of time writing his jokes and writing so many jokes. So, boys, does anybody want to share their journey of Dota, how they got into it, how they've been with it, or gaming journey, the adventures and chronicles of your gaming? Oh, also, it's time to set the next. Abdullah said Jimmy Carter is 39th US president. Yes, but this is Jimmy Carr without the tur. Jimmy character, the only Carr. Man, I finally had food after ages. It's kind of weird. I might do maybe 2 more games. You never know, this could also be the last game for the shift. I might finally relax and get some sleep.
Seconds remaining.
Okay, what is Conscript gonna play and what am I gonna play? I want to play some fun hero. Let's do a bata for a faster paced round. Anybody remember the components for the urn?
5 seconds remaining.
What else does it require? I think this. Wait, is it Ring of Protection or Ring of Health for urn? I think it's Ring of Protection, right? You're right. Do I get time to sell the ring back at the start of the game or is it done now? You said not the ring. Yeah, the Sage's Mask actually. No, wait. Okay, wait. There is time to sell this. So,
Prepare
Ring
for
of Protection instead. I think that's a solid build for a start.
30 seconds to battle.
The way is clear. Certainly.
The battle begins.
The peace is broken. All paths lead to conflict. The beast of all worlds. Look there. I honed in on you. Yes. I'm under attack. Between the planes. As suggested. Onward.
I could have been invisible.
Late.
He's the man.
I've got one charge on the urn, but at what cost?
One world is much like another. I charge ahead.
Why did I not get the urn charge after? Yeah, I now got it. Delayed.
It's all coming together with a fury. Yes. this plane. Between the planes. As suggested.
I feel like our minds are on the same page, me and Conscript. We knew exactly what to do without saying anything.
Look there.
It's all. Now that you're dead, I find it easy.
The way is clear. Indeed. All paths lead to conflict. Here I come! I'm under attack! Glory of victory! Mine is the anvil on which your spirit broke. One world is much other. Charge! Aggregation!
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower is under attack.
Teach you to try outstaring a snake.
Your top tower is under attack. Your top tower has fallen.
I have their scent.
Death is only the start of your suffering.
Here, I charge ahead. Onward. I have their scent. So brave.
You are too noisy to live.
Indeed. The beast of all worlds. On this plane.
Oh, why would he?
Triple kill.
The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified.
Ghost regeneration.
The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Prove myself worthy. I run rampant. The beast of all.
Your
Look
bottom
there.
tower is under attack. Radiant structures
One
are
world is
fortified.
much like another.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Upon this
Your
blade,
bottom tower has fallen.
I have their scent.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Certainly.
Time is money.
Onward.
Good enough.
Between the plains. Charge ahead. As suggested. Upon this blade. All paths lead to conflict.
I'll take that.
The beast of all worlds. Avengement shall be mine. I have listened.
Dire structures are fortified. The enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright, boys, on that note, I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna go rest up a little bit. Your breakfast is here and my time to rest. So keep loving, keep supporting, keep sharing, everybody, and I'll see you all very, very soon another time. Shout out to Conscript for getting MVP award. Shout out to Roxy Zebek and Chance for getting honorable mention. I'm gonna take a little break. I might catch a little nap and then come back. See you all, boys.